guys. So I'm kind of revisiting a recipe that I'm sure I did a couple years ago. Reason is because A, I want to eat something, and B, I always look through my cupboard and see what has the least impact on my wallet that I have to go buy. But the funny thing is, I've been craving little pasta and red sauce, and I usually make a red sauce that I've also done and I will link to. But this is a little different. This is like a Rattatouille style spaghetti sauce. I absolutely love it. And it is vegan, okay, there's all good stuff in it. Unless you think that eggplants made eggs, but that's another story. So I got a really big lasagna pan because we're going to bake this all in the oven. So I'm going to be very liberal with olive oil, because we want olive oil in the sauce, right? So you just want a really, really good coating all over the bottom. And if you make it in the quantity I do, you really need a pan this size. Okay, so I got like a bunch of garlic, and this is like 8-10 cloves. I want to get in here first. And I always used to make ratatouille, you know, in a big pot on the stove, and this really works out better, and people are much more accepting of it if they think it's just like spaghetti sauce. Otherwise they're like, ooh, eggplant, ooh, zucchini, ooh. Come on, it's good, okay? Now I'm going to really simplify it also, because I'm just going to use dried spices. This is oregano, and I never pour directly into the pan, but I want a good tablespoon. That's about a tablespoon and a half actually. In time, same difference. Because we're going to start kind of stirring this all together. And so let's start with, I went to the grocery store on sale, or mushrooms pre-sliced. They're always a good choice. Usually they're the big ones that nobody wants. So they slice them up, put them on sale. Big deal. They're fine. And you know, you want the mushrooms in here because they're going to absorb this olive oil, so we're going to keep an eye on it because we might need to pour in some more. I have a very large red pepper I diced up, pretty good size, so we can still see it. And a huge, pretty good sized sweet Vidalia onion, and I actually had one already open with a little bit left in the fridge, so I added that to it. So let's get this in here. And the oven is at 350. I actually did that way too early, so we wouldn't hear the beep, like I always like to show you how good my timing is. And this is a big eggplant. I dice it big because I like the eggplant. If you don't like it as big, that's fine. And then on the bottom of this, I've got 2 good sized zucchini. Now you understand why we need a big pot, right? Yeah, doesn't this look good? Now what I want to do is I'm just going to put a little more, because you know eggplant absorbs olive oil, mushrooms are absorbing all that olive oil. We're going to have to kind of stir this around a little bit. So I just kind of want to make sure nothing's sticking. And I'm not going to stir it quite yet because we've got more to add. It's funny that olive oil just absorbing away. But I got plenty in here, so I can still see it at the bottom. That's all that matters. Okay, now what I like to do is I want to get this. I thought I saw something fly. I don't know. I'm going to get this in the oven. I want to get it to start sweating down. Alright, so I'm probably going to be about 15 minutes. Like I said, it's a 350 oven. I'll be back as soon as it sweats down a little bit. Alright, so I just took it out of the oven. Been about 15 minutes. Just got it sweated out, getting everything looking real good. It's smelling real good. I had a huge amount of volume of veggies, and I knew I wouldn't be able to stir it up. Plus, you know, I was thinking, because I just think on the fly, that it'd probably be better to get some of that liquid out of there. Especially because, like, the eggplant and the mushroom retain a lot of the olive oil. Oh, yeah, this is looking much better. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Alright, so let's move on to the next step. So I need a bunch of tomato products, like two 28-ounce cans. So I've got a 28-ounce can. And I had two older 15-ounce cans. I got some diced, I got some crushed, it doesn't matter, whatever. Looking good, right? And these cans are good. The big can here needs a little help. Sorry at the cost of some of this stuff these days. Make sure you get every last drop. Drives me crazy. I don't see anyone on TV, none of those famous people do this. But in reality, we know. Okay, so the last thing, we're going to put a little paste in here to make sure it's got a good consistency, because we're going to get a lot of fluid out of all those veggies. So I just want to never forget how hot this pan is. So the paste is, like I said, it's going to be the thickener for all the fluid. All right. So we just want to work it in. Make sure everything's got a little bit of it. Remember, it's really about the veggies, so we don't have to I don't know if you ever had ratatouille, but it's mostly veggies. It's not going to be like a it's not going to be like a spaghetti sauce that's all red sauce and nothing else. It's the other way around. It's all veggies with little... You can actually do this with like whole tomatoes. Just cook them longer. I really find that as long as you get a decent brand, you know, like organic, they're not as processed, so I don't mind getting canned, because you know obviously they can pick them at the peak of freshness. I'm already getting hungry thinking about this. This is going to be dinner for a few nights. I just want to make sure we've got everything kind of mixed up. I'm not trying to evaporate all the fluid out of this, because it will kind of mix together. Thus, almost. My daughter's like, you show too much in your videos, it makes it really boring. I'm like, but I want to be realistic. This isn't, I don't wave a magic wand. You really have to do all this stuff. I'm telling you, if you don't think this just looks absolutely divine, you're crazy. Alright. I'm really going to stop, I promise. I'm just having fun. I like playing with it. Okay, here we go. Doesn't that look good? So now I want to cover it. Remember, it's really hot. So don't keep your hands out of the pan too long. Alright. So I'm going to put this back in the oven, 350, and I want to check in about half an hour. Basically I want to see, you're going to notice mostly in the zucchini is going to start to break down, and the mushrooms, you know, are going to be all shrunk up. Everything's still pretty whole, so half hour to 45 minutes, you can't overcook it. So if you want to go off and do something, read a book, whatever, just let it go for the 45 minutes, but I just like checking it after half an hour. So I will be back when it's all done, and we'll see how yummy yum it is. Alright, so it's out of the oven. I took a little break, did a little work on my truck, because you can do stuff while you're, you know, stuff's in the oven, right? So I got a little pasta here, and this is perfect. You could bottle this stuff and sell it. Oh. And it just gets happier and happier. So I love it because, you know, you still can see the veggies in here. That's why I keep everything a little big, except for the onion. The onion I cut up. But the, you know, 3 pounds of garlic in here, you can really smell. Oh. Oh yeah. Nice consistency, just enough tomato in here. I smell the herbs. That's why I don't want to be shy with the herbs. Just taking everything for a spin. It is super hot. Oh man. What more could you ask for? Alright. I don't know about you, but I gotta check this out. So, got a little pasta heated up. It's leftover from a dinner. Wasn't enough to really do anything with. Put in a container, put it in the freezer. Don't be shy to do that. Look at that, little spaghetti. Take a big spoonful here. Make sure I get all the tomatoes. Oh, man. And because I told you it's totally vegan, I'm going to leave it as is, but obviously if you wanted to, a little fresh grated Parmesan cheese would always be nice on here. Oh yeah, this is just beautiful. Beautiful, man. I taste just a bite of it. Oh. So good. Super hot, but so good. Like I said, this is the kind of stuff that's you can't buy in the store. It's so good. Doesn't kill you. All these fresh ingredients, and I hope you give it a try. Something a little healthy. Pasta won't kill you either, trust me. And the way I make it, when I dish it up, I put more junk than pasta, and that's the way it's good. I will see you next time with another good recipe. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.